You're listening to the Mark Bradford Alchemy for Life podcast.
We have old news and we have new news. New news? No. Well, hey there. Welcome back. This is a unique and exciting podcast today. We have two subjects I'm going to tell you about. One of them is one that I've actually been telling you about for years, and one is one that is brand new. So the first thing is, I was looking over my episodes, and we have over 200 now, which is pretty cool. And this time of year, I typically would put out another rendition of Balance in the Holidays. But I decided that nothing has really changed. And nothing is going to change. This is what's going to happen to you every year during the holidays. So please take a look at Balance and the Holidays. I'm going to link it in the description of this, and you can just do a search on it, whether you're on the site or whether you're listening on iTunes or wherever. And here's what happens. We talk about time, energy, and resources, right? I mean, we use up our time and our energy. We get back resources. Sometimes we use up resources doing anything and everything in life. And that's why I made the balance sheet, which tracks all that stuff, right? When you are going through life, there is enough pulling at you with, kids, spouse, girlfriend, job, hobbies, food, moods, things happening externally to you, people needing your help, people being not so nice to you, people being extra nice to you, changes in relationships, all that stuff, right? So obviously all this stuff is attempting to be in flux, and we are attempting to sort of balance it out. And we only have so much control. So then the holidays come along, and the holidays pull on our time, energy, and our resources. And don't you know it, you're spending a lot more money on stuff that you normally wouldn't. In May, you're not going to buy a whole bunch of presents. In May, you're not going to go, oh, I guess I need more decorations, right? So there's a lot of stuff that happens to not only pull on that, but oh my God, I have to go and visit people that, sometimes are a little draining. So it can mess with a lot of things. So having said that, take a look at Balance in the Holidays. So that's our old business, even though it's very, very, very useful right now. Here's our new business. I'm letting you know first about something that's kind of exciting. A lot of the stuff that I talk about in the podcast is stuff that I talk about in coaching. It's stuff that I talk about in talks, right? It's stuff that I talk about in books, specifically the Alchemy for Life Formulas for Success book, right? There's a lot of stuff in there. And the podcast basically gives you kind of samples. You're kind of sampling a good 10 minutes or an interview with somebody, right? So it's really a nice avenue for me to reach you to say, hey, have you thought about this? Hey, try this. Hey, try that sort of thing. What it doesn't do is allow you to actually experiencing it. So if you're not seeing me in a talk, or you are not hiring me to do some coaching for you, you're not really going to experience that. So thus, I have added something new. Alchemy for Life is basically a concept of time, energy, and resources spent on 5 facets of life, right? And it's anything and everything about life and relationships and all that other stuff. The thing that will allow you to experience this stuff besides the coaching and the speaking is something called Alchemy for Me. Yes, Alchemy for Me. So in the same way that you go to Alchemy for Life, which is Alchemy for period life, you go to Alchemy for period me. So it spells out Alchemy for Me, right? It's a personal thing. It's one-on-one with me. And it's one-on-one with me in a way that's electronic, virtual, video and sound, and all that good stuff. And it's put together in such a way that you can go through things. First of all, I have a number of courses in the works. Secondly, I have 2 courses already available. And thirdly, here's the fun part. I'm letting you know this first and foremost. I had a choice between making one of my courses available at a reduced cost, or I thought, well, maybe I would make it available and then I would reveal a coupon code inside of this inside of this podcast, right? So that you would type in the coupon code and you would go for it. Well, I feel slightly disingenuous about that. As much as people like to have like Black Friday stuff, type in this code and you actually get it for free. How exciting. Well, Mark, it's something that you sort of want to offer for free. You're not going to charge people for it. So I'm just so honest to a fault. You'll get that later. That I thought, you know what? Let's just not play any games. Let's just offer that one for free. So one of the courses is called Do It to a Fault. Get it? And that's free for you. It's an online course that you can take. It goes through a number of things. It has a number of chapters. It's not too long. It's not too short. It definitely has some meat to it. It definitely has a lot of value. It's literally not an understatement if I say it may change your life. This little course may change your life. It has changed mine. I mean, I've used the principles on more than one thing. In fact, the principles of this has allowed me to have a tidy house without even realizing I'm tidying it, and to write 7 books. This system within a system, this Do It to a Fault, which is something I've actually given as a talk, but now you can get it as your own workshop seminar and you're getting it for free. Well, wait, how can it be so valuable and you're getting it for free? Well, because at some point I have to extend value to you in exchange for you trusting me, right? I mean, you get value out of the podcast. You come back because you want to hear interesting interviews and you want to have little tidbits of knowledge. But this is a way for you to truly interact in a level that people don't talk about a lot. Like people don't make a lot of offers to you when it comes to, hey, would you like an education for free? Would you like to learn something for free? Well, here's your chance to do that. And it's not a chance because it's not going away. I think I will continue to keep this one for free. And I may introduce more free courses too. I may not. I'll certainly have coupons, things like that. So a quick breakdown of what Do It to a Fault is. It's for you who are frustrated about getting something done that you just don't like. An aspect of your life where you're like, I know I have to do this, but I hate this. I just hate doing this. It's tedious. I hate cold calling. I hate making that call to like my aunt that I'm supposed to make. I hate doing this. I hate doing that. You really think I can work out, twice a week, whatever? Do you think I'm going to meditate? Do you think I'm going to get me time? This is a way for you to actually do it. And it's actually one of the core tools that I use when I'm coaching somebody with Alchemy for Life. When I'm coaching them and they have a goal that comes up, and we don't just coach on goals, we coach on life. We go, what's your life look like? Show me. And then you felt the sheet simply, and I go, aha. And then from there we go, okay, I see you want to do this, or I think you want to do that. That belongs here. And then this is one of the core tools because this allows you to cheat. This allows you to cheat in some really crazy ways. And I'm a very honest person, but I like cheating in this way. I like cheating in such a way that suddenly I have an hour extra every week because I cheated and did this one thing. Or I no longer have this anxiety. I no longer have this distaste because of this tedious thing. Or, oh my God, I actually accomplished this thing. And again, one of the biggest things I've done is to consistently publish. And I've consistently published 7 books now because of this. I don't even think about that process anymore. The process that gets me the license, the time, and the energy to write. It comes from this core thing that I'm going to show you. If you're like, well, wait, there's more to writing a book than that. Well, yeah, I actually have a course on that. I actually have a course on you actually writing a book. And that's literally what it's called, is actually write a book, because a lot of people are writing one, but very few people have written one. So in summary, take a look at the balance through the holidays. Listen, give that a listen. There's nothing outdated about it. It's only last year. And please take a look at Alchemy for Me. So you can, or you don't have to type the http://. You don't need the wwws if you don't want to. You can simply be lazy and type Alchemy for and then a period and then me. Alchemy for Me, with the period between the F and the R and the M. And again, I'll have a link on this that you'll be able to see in your podcast software, or if you come to the site to see it. I'm really looking forward to you taking a look at it and your feedback. And I want to know if it changes your life in some way. Thank you. Hey there, thanks for listening. You know I always enjoy your feedback. The prequel to The Sword and the Sunflower duet, called Upside Down, is now available. The Sword and the Sunflower is available as Kindle, paperback, and audiobook, with the other two, Amira and Upside Down, being available as Kindle and paperback. Well, actually, all three books are now available in hardcover.